I know it's not gonna be cooking. It's gonna be loud.
No, it'll be all right. I think this will be fine. Ain't nobody on here yet.
No, because then we start.
Nobody might not come, like I said, because I didn't make no announcements. Oh, here's one person. Hey. My mama texting me something weird. Hey. Let me type up in here. Hey, everybody. We decided to talk about this depressing episode, this triggering episode of the show, honey. Hey, peoples. We're going to wait a few minutes and then I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm not going to hold y'all long. Hey, Chris. Hey, Renita. You're so silly. Child, it was a good episode. Hey, Marty, what's up? I miss y'all. Hey, Monique, what's up? Y'all, the episode was good, but it was heavy, triggering, AF, okay? While we're waiting, I watched the first episode of Ruthless. It was a damn mess. I told y'all to watch the episode of Ruthless. You'll be like, what the actual hell am I looking at on my TV screen? Tyler Perry. While we waiting, y'all been watching the internets about Derrick Jackson and his wife? Child, listen. Them people crazy. Okay, like I just came to the conclusion. Them people is the damn mess, y'all. I didn't follow him, but I just like, his videos pop up on your timeline. You look at the video, sometimes like, okay, yeah, but it always gave me like, I'm pandering to the women and I don't need you to buy some things. So, I didn't really pay him too much attention. But child, when I watched Tasha K and all of that stuff came out, I said, what the fuck is going on around here, child? Okay, let me tell you something. Between Kirk Franklin, okay, Moneybag Joe, and Derrick Jackson, March been cutting up. Okay, exactly. His wife seemed like she a part of the Ruthless camp. Today she put out another video, y'all, and she said, y'all see a bonnet, and I see, what she said? The helmet of salvation. She said, I see a helmet of salvation. And y'all see a army shirt, and I see the breastplate of righteousness. I said, baby, she is drunk on Jesus. She is Jesus drunk, and I'm not into it. I went down her timeline on Instagram, and I said, baby, I can't nobody do nothing but pray. That's all we can do is just give it to God, because I know God sitting in heaven like, God, what? I used to follow him, but I had my reservations. Tasha K is the go when it comes to exposing. Yeah, honey, Tasha K be doing it. And I don't always see it, for her, because she hit or miss, but homegirl was hit on this one. Okay, what about and they keep making videos, y'all. They keep making videos. Why won't they just shut up and leave us alone? Girl, if you're gonna be with him, just say that, girl. Okay, just say I'm gonna be with my husband, and I don't care what you guys think about it. That's it. Okay, that's it. That's all you got to do, baby. But all of this pontificating and extraness and bonnets. Now she done turned her bonnet to the front. She had a little hair hanging out on the side right here. I said, mama. Now I ain't gonna talk about the lady looks because Beyonce got cheated on. So when it comes to cheating, then he don't care. Okay, he don't care. He can have the most beautiful woman in the world laying next to him, and they're gonna still cheat if they want to cheat. But I saw somebody post, I drag my coochie across the bare concrete before I hold hands with a nigga. Why they tell the world they would cheat on me? He had a bitch in the bed. Baby, what's up, Lamont? What's up? How you doing? Spoilers. A little bit of spoilers. We're not gonna get too much in detail. And it wasn't nothing that happened that moved the plot along. So it was just the George Floyd episode. So we was all there. Okay. They was doing the same shit we was doing when we saw George Floyd, the whole thing with George Floyd. So yeah, that whole thing. And then they had Kirk Franklin's son, y'all. Last night I watched a live with Larry Reid. Y'all be watching Larry Reid? I don't watch him all the time, but every once in a while I watch. But Larry Reid and Kirk Franklin's son, and it was giving out of touch with reality a little bit. Okay, it was giving therapy. I need therapy. Okay, hey Geneva. It was giving I'm out of touch with reality because he was like all over the place, and I was just like, okay, I don't know. Even Larry Reid was looking like, what? Like you can tell sometimes he was like, huh? What's going on right now? So they got a lot of problems. All I'm gonna say about that is they got a lot of problems. They got a lot of problems. Okay. And I just hope that, and sometimes you just need to go to therapy for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You just need to get right with things for yourself. And you can't force people to love you the way that you want them to love you. So maybe you should just cut ties. Ain't that what we do in 2021? We let go of toxic relationships. That's what they say, huh? They say, let go of toxic relationships. It don't matter if they in your family or not. That's what the young people say. So maybe he needs to let that go. Okay, let go and let God. Woo! That's gonna preach. Okay, so let's talk about this episode. The Jacksons, wait, hold up. Hey, Auntie Didi, the Jacksons need to sit down and stay off the YouTube. Thank you. Stay off Beyonce good internet because we don't have time for this fuckery y'all trying to sell us out here today, baby. Okay, I'm over it. So let's talk about this episode of Queen Sugar. There are gonna be a few spoilers. But like I said, there was nothing that happened this week that moved the plot along as far as any of the main characters, in the storylines that we have so far. It was kind of like a pause. You know what I'm saying? Black Lives Matter this week. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So after that, I give y'all a baby update and we can talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Anybody watch Love and Marriage Huntsville? Because baby, it's a trip. We'll talk about that at the end. So we see, I'm just gonna talk about it like in sections. So I won't get into a breakdown, okay? So basically this episode, Charlie and Micah, they push through, honey. Okay, so we open up the episode. Micah's getting a text message about what happened, just like we all did. Got text messages, or I think I saw it on Instagram. I didn't watch it the first few times. I kind of passed it by because after it happens so many times, you get desensitized to it, and so like I just wasn't in the mood to watch it. So when I finally did watch it, just like them on the show, I was crying. I was just like, like you're yelling at the phone, like, get off his neck, leave him alone, that type of thing. And they're going through the same things we did, saying, while he's not resisting, stop, you're echoing the sentiments of the people that's standing on the sidewalk. I felt like we all felt kind of helpless in that moment because, everybody's like, well, the people on the sidewalk should have, jumped on the police and all this kind of stuff. But I mean, in your right mind, you could be the next person that's dead, So I understand feeling helpless, feeling like you want to do something, and seeing that there's 3 other officers there that just watched it happen. You're basically just clearing people out the way to continue to let this happen. So basically that's what we got from Michael. We see Charlie is reacting in the other room, and everybody knows that Micah, went through a similar situation with the police, and he's starting to remember some of those traumas that he had. And if you don't know, if y'all don't remember, he got pulled over. You remember that one season? I think that was season 2 or 3. He got pulled over. They brought him to a dark alley. They put the gun in his mouth and threatened to shoot him. And I think he peed on himself or something like that. And they brought him to jail. When they got him out of jail, he didn't say anything right away. He told Nova what happened, but he didn't tell Charlie what happened right away. So, he started thinking about the things that had happened to him. He started having flashbacks and things like that. Now, like I said, Charlie sees the same thing. They both kind of dealing with it the whole episode. And without going into too much detail, later on in the episode, we see Micah is talking to his friends on the phone, and they're talking about organizing some type of march, some type of protest. And so Charlie overhears them. Oh, no. Well, he sees the people that's burning down. You remember when they burned down the police station? So they burned down the police station. And he's like, yeah, man, burn this shit down. You know what I'm saying? Tell this mother. Okay, burn it down. So Charlie come out the bag like, whoa, wait a minute, And so then they start to trade ideologies and quotes from Martin Luther King, we can... Only love can drive out hate and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, well, Martin Luther King also said a riot is the language of the unheard. So they go back and forth, and he says we can't just, sit down and be peaceful when people got their foot on our neck. And so, Charlie was like, you know what? You got to touche, my nigga, touche. Okay, you're right. Oh, thank you, blessed and grateful. They actually like pink. They just look orange on camera, but they actually like hot pink. And I don't be getting all them colors. But my nail lady was like, it's the springtime. You know what I'm saying? You should get some colors. I was like, all right. So here we are. So later on in the episode, we see them again, and then they are, well, she's telling him that the council knows that there's going to be a march. And so basically, there's going to be a police presence out there because they're worried about violence. And so is he going to be there? And he was like, I help plan the damn march. Okay. Hell yeah, I'm finna be there. Okay. Or be square, bitch, meet me there or beat me there. Right. So she looks upset, but there's nothing she can really do about it. And at the end of the episode, we see that he comes out with his shirt on and he's like, you can't convince me not to go. And she tells him, basically, I just want to know if you got another t-shirt because I'm finna go with your ass. Okay. We finna go out there and fight the power. And they go to the protest together. We see them looking at each other. It's great. It's a beautiful moment. Right. So I thought that was a nice little storyline because, like I said, we were all present for George Floyd. We were all present for that horrible time. We was all like held hostage too in our house, so it had a captivated audience, or a captive audience, I guess I should say. And we all had to witness it, and it was rough. Like I was crying. I don't know, Chris, how you feel? Was you crying? Baby, I cried. Okay, I cried like George Floyd was my good cousin. You was angry. Okay, my friend Chris said he was angry. So, now with Nova, baby. Nova was in like literally the worst position ever, being trapped in the house with 2 white people. Okay, when George Floyd got killed, I was like, girl, I know you want to slap everybody in that bitch. Okay. So, okay, let me see. Blessed and Grateful said, I thought they seemed surprised to see each other there. What she asked him for the shirt. So I thought then, I pretty much knew that she was going there or whatever. I think they just looked at each other like, hey, I'm proud. Oh, you here? Oh my gosh. I'm so proud to see. We out here. Look at us. We're doing it. We out here fighting for the people. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Lorraine, hey Lorraine. It's been hard reliving last year on the show. It has been really hard living. Yes. Nova was angry like your boyfriend. Baby, Nova was pissed. Okay, so Nova, she praying. She trying to get her chakras in line and shit. You know what I'm saying? She trying to get her stuff together. So we see Nova is there, and she started calling their name. You know, she speaks their name. She starts calling Sandra Bland, Elijah McClain, and child. The list goes on and on and on. She called everybody's name. I thought that was a nice moment. I really like the directing and the cinematography for this episode. It was really, really good. So Calvin leave her alone at first. You can tell Calvin just hovering around like, I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to argue. I know I'm white. I'm just gonna shut up. You know what I'm saying? So he bring her some tea later on, and she asks him if he is ashamed. Does he feel ashamed? And he tells her, well, am I speaking for all white people? And she was like, no, you're not speaking for all white people. You're speaking for yourself, you know, but I'm just asking because I'm curious. You know, it's for my article. Everything is for her article. It's for my article. And so he's like, I'm going to have to call him back. And so he's like, I felt disgusted watching it. I felt disgusted watching it, but I don't feel ashamed. I don't feel any shame associated with it because I had nothing to do with it. You know, he said that hard too. I had nothing to do with it. We was like, damn, we know you ain't had nothing to do with it, Calvin, okay? And then his daughter was like, well, Nova kind of explains collective consciousness. His daughter kind of like lays it out. And she was like, y'all sitting up in here basically, bitch, you don't give a fuck. You up here watching movies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even care. This man, and if it was a black man or a black police officer who had killed this man, or, you know, anytime somebody shoot somebody, we saying, we hope they're not black. You know what I'm saying? They rob a bank. We hope they're not black because as black people, it reflects back on all of us. And, you know, as a collective, because in the eyes, and then daughter was like, okay, it's like y'all have a collective consciousness in the eyes of white people. And I was like, all right, Courtney, all right with me so far. So she was like, exactly. She was like, but you know, that's not true, right? And the fact of the matter is, it don't matter if it's true or not, because it's the perception. If one person lazy on the job, all black people lazy. If somebody, you know, beat people up, then we all criminals. You know, we dangerous, we violent. It's just like, that's the way that black people are perceived in America. Hey, Lady Long Nails, it's nice to see you here. I don't think I've seen you before. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like the channel. So I love, bless the grateful say, I'm still tired of his daughter. That is funny to me, okay? So, and I know when she was speaking that news, okay, you knew. Well, welcome. So when she was talking about how when things happen, I was like, boy, they are spilling the black people tea today, because y'all know when somebody gets shot, we be at the house like, oh, we hope they ain't black. Damn, I just hope they ain't black, because we ain't got, here we go with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Lady Kim K. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome. So, right, you are welcome. I'm gonna need to start to GoFundMe so that everyone watching Queen Sugar can get therapy after the season. It's triggering as hell. Okay. So I was like, they are spilling the black people tea, honey. I like the way though. I watched, what's her name? Tina. She did a live and she was talking about how the show gently eases you into these conversations, which I thought was really dope. And I think it's cool about the show because even though Nova was mad, she didn't come at them. Well, she did kind of come at them a little bit confrontational, but because they care about her as a person, it wasn't like a fight. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, I'm explaining my point of view, but look at your ass. You're sitting up in here watching TV, popcorn and shit, and this nigga done got his neck stomped on, and y'all act like y'all don't even care. You know what I'm saying? And so now later on, she tells, well, they're eating dinner, right? That's another thing. She's talking about bon appetit. You know, the daughter come over. Now, this is where the daughter got on my nerve. She gonna bring the plate over, talking about some bon appetit, you know, chicken parmesan. And then she gonna look at Nova talking about, you ain't got to worry because I seasoned my food. Girl, Courtney, baby, now ain't the time for jokes, bitch. Okay? Like, you doing a whole lot. Talking about you season your food, and that's yet to be found out, okay? So just because you put some Italian seasoning on the top, bitch, do not mean you season your food. You tried us, okay? We going through a traumatic time. You talking about the damn seasoning. Girl, bye. Lady Longnail says, I was waiting for the daughter to speak out of turn. I thought this was going to be her moment to catch the wrath of Nova. Now, if she would have said something crazy, you know Nova would have ate that ass up. But she didn't. She didn't. So I'm trying to figure out how they're going to play her character in the show. Monique says, I feel like these series of events will test Nova and Calvin's relationship. They absolutely will. And I think with the coming of the election, y'all, 2020 was rough. Okay? 2020 was a rough year. So I feel like this is going to really test their relationship. Like, if they can make it through this, they going to make it. Period. But Courtney ass would have got cussed out of my house talking about you season your food. Girl, the fuck? It ain't the time or the place. So she tells, right, go to hell. Season some damn food. Girl, go to hell. So they was talking, and she asked Calvin about his experience. She said that she wanted to get his opinion on his experience about when he saw this boy, or he witnessed this boy getting beat, because her article, because the shade that Nova threw out, though, she was like, you know, my article is about the bystanders, you know, the people who just be standing around don't doing shit, you know, those people, you know what I mean, who don't care, those people like you remember it was you. Yeah, basically when he was a rookie, he watched the police beat up this boy. And so his daughter didn't know. His daughter was like, you didn't do shit? I mean, you the district. Courtney, what was you going to do, Courtney? Okay, like, Courtney, be quiet, Courtney. And just listen to the story. So Calvin goes into this story, about how when he was a rookie cop, this police officers, this group of cops or whatever, they beat up this young black boy. The boy stole some candy from the store. They said the owner of the store didn't want to press charges, but they beat him up. And then he said whenever he didn't say nothing, you know, he was trying to fit in. But he says one day he got up the nerve to ask the officer what was the reason why they beat him. And the officer said, it's a down payment. And his daughter was like, a down payment? What is that? I mean, Courtney had that white woman. She was appalled, bitch. Okay, she was taken aback, honey. And Nova was like, "There's some bullshit." And what's the down payment? Basically saying that we gonna beat their ass now, so they know what to expect from us forever. And he was like, I mean, it was just horrible. You know, I just felt horrible. It was the worst day of my life. Why people be killing me with this shit? Okay, it was the worst day of my life. But this nigga got beat up for stealing some candy by the police. And Nova was like, I'm sure it wasn't a golden day in that young man's life either. Talking about the worst day of your life. Sir, go to hell. Go straight to hell, Calvin. Okay. Okay, Lady Longnail says, damn right, it was rough. I'm an MTA operator here in NYC. This flashback was painful. Ooh, shout out to you. Okay, you are doing the real work in the community, honey, because I know that had to be hard to be on the streets during that time. Oh my gosh. Lorraine says, Courtney said she was the ally for real, honey. She said, y'all not gonna try to play me as no crazy white woman on this show. I'm gonna be a nice white woman. We gonna see about this season food though, sis. Okay. So Nova's getting ready to go to the protest too. She went to the protest as well. And she would not let them turn off the news. They talking about, you don't want to put on a movie? You don't want to put on a TV show? Bitch, no. Okay. No, I don't. Absolutely not. I want to watch you. I want to see you watch this trauma all day. Period. And then we see Hollywood, Vi, and Prosper deal with the fallout. Same thing, you know. I mean, Hollywood daddy just died, y'all. So Hollywood mama just died, excuse me. So, he dealing with that. Plus it's a panty. Okay, we in a panty. And then this happens. So, he is done, baby. He is fed up. He is tired. He is through. Pissed. Prosper, like, nigga, this be happening since I was a little kid. Like, this type of shit that be happening. Y'all surprised? This shit don't never make no sense. I said, Prosper was like, this be happening all the time, baby. It wasn't nothing. So we got them two going, back and forth about the situation. Vi says, listen, it'd have been 10 different ways you could have helped this man other than killing him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have just served him. Obviously, he be trying to pass the fake 20. He going through hard times. You could have just served him or whatever. So, anywho, Hollywood comes back. Hollywood is pissed. Later on, they go to the diner and they trying to post boards over the window just in case things get violent. And Vi goes to search for a hammer or something. And she looks in his toolbox and she sees that he has a gun. And so she's very upset because apparently they agreed at the beginning of the relationship that, he wouldn't carry a gun. And he basically like, girl, I shoot a nigga around here. Okay, they come around here to shoot y'all, to kill y'all. If I got to die, then I'm gonna die for my people. And that's it. Okay. Lorraine said Nova talk a lot of junk, but she rolling over next to her man. No, she is rolling over next to that cream in her coffee. You feel what I'm saying? I love Nova though. She all right. And Calvin okay too, but I just wouldn't want to be around no white folks after that happened. I ain't gonna lie. I would have slapped them just on GP. Okay, just I'm gonna slap your ass just because. Lorraine said, Prosper say, now y'all mad. For real. Prosper looked at that paper like, this shit that happened in 1925. Okay, in 1942, bitch, this shit was happening every other week. Now you upset? Because it's on TV. Oh, okay. Baby. So, like I said, they go back and forth about the gun. He says, if they take me out, they're going to know that I'm a black man who has experienced love. And, I would die for the people that I love. And, my people who love me enough to let me fight. You know what I'm saying? And not let me be complacent. Later on, then he talks to her about how, imagine being a grown black man. The only person that can protect you is your mother. And now your mother is dead. I was like, oh, Lord, child, I feel so bad for his character. Side note, if y'all been watching Aretha Franklin, he plays James Cleveland. Is it James Cleveland? Yeah, he plays James Cleveland. And y'all, when I tell you he looked just like James Cleveland, they picked him. He did that. Okay, like he looks exactly like James Cleveland. So he's doing a fantastic job. But hold on, y'all. 1 second. This is my boyfriend. He keep calling me, so let me see what he wants. Hey.
Make sure your ass made it home, nigga.
I'm at Chris' house. I'm on the live right now.
I see that now.
So you at the airport? You made it?
No, I'm not at the airport. I'm just at the airport where you dropped me off here.
You still there?
Yeah, my flight got delayed.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna call you when I'm done.
No, I'm about to leave. I'm about to get on the plane. Goodbye.
Okay, well, call me when you make it then.
No, I won't. I will not.
Why not?
Because you ain't acting right. You cutting up.
I'm on the live. I can't have the people out home. Bye. How are you gonna call me? I'm in. So yeah, anywho, he talks to her, about his mama being dead, and I really felt bad for him. Like I really, really, really felt bad for him in that moment. That was sad, And Vi just sitting up there like looking like Vi got this little piece of gray right here underneath her wig coming out, her crochets coming out looking like his grandma for real. Okay. Like, bitch, you laying up there looking like his mama. Okay. I'm going to hell. Oh, thank you. And so last but not least, Ralph, Angel, and Darla, they went on down to Biloxi, baby. They went on down to Gulf Shores in Alabama, baby. They said they was going on the coast for their honeymoon, baby. Yes, got them a little Beachfront Plaza Hotel. You know the cheap hotel that be right there on the beach. Mama looked like she had ordered some lingerie from Shein. I said, come on. Come on. And get it on, honey. So they doing their thing, you know, they get it popping. You know what I'm saying? They going out to that dirty ass water out there on the shore, you know, the Gulf of Mexico. Go dip their toe in that egg water. Okay. They was real cute. No, I'm just being shady, y'all. They was really, really cute. And you know, I ain't gonna lie, like I feel like because when we was young, we didn't have no money. So my mom used to take us on vacation. And no, that wasn't Victoria's Secret. That was Shein. That was Fredericks Hollywood. Yeah, that was Shein, baby. That was like $10.99 lingerie. She used to take us to Biloxi, and like you couldn't tell me we wasn't on a lavish vacation. We would go to the Dollar Movie, y'all. We would go out to eat, and we would stay in that same type of hotel they were staying in with them 2 chairs and a table by the window. Baby, I was like, oh, I'm having flashbacks from my childhood. But her rap angel get it on. Or was it me, or was it a flat screen TV with a window curtain? Yes, God. That's what I'm saying. It was giving Beachfront Plaza, the beach motel, like the one where Martin Luther King got shot. You know that? I'm saying? It was giving pandemic, and we ain't got no money, but we trying to do what we could do. And I thought that was cute. You know what I'm saying? That was very cute. I thought it was beautiful. And so, you know, they living their best life, honey. Not $10.99. Yes, it was giving $10.99. Y'all don't act like that wasn't giving no $10.99. Maybe $19.99. But it definitely was some Shein. She had to wait 2 months for it to come in. Okay. So they do their thing. And I wish I was there. Okay, because have y'all seen? I mean, we talked about this the last time. We saw with Kofi in the videos. Kofi looked at it good, looked at it real chocolate. Okay, he looked good and mature, and I like that. She didn't look sexy at all. She looked like it was an oppression strip tease. I mean, I'm just saying, it gave like Walmart lingerie. You know what I'm saying? Like the lingerie section, they be having a few pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like she just grabbed a couple pieces from the Walmart up the street. Yeah, in Franklinton, Louisiana. So they do their thing, and then Hollywood called them, which I was like, Hollywood, why would you call people on their honeymoon to tell them this bullshit? Okay, like don't call me with this shit. I'm on my honeymoon, bitch. I'm on the coast. I'm in Biloxi. We finna go to the casino. Like, fuck you talking about? So Rod did like it. He did. Ralph Angel did like it. So Hollywood called him and he like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, I gotta let you know, watch the news. Look at the news. Turn on the news. So he turns on the news. And baby, he saw that news and Ralph Angel started crying. Lady Long Nails, Ralph Angel cries on cue, period. Okay? He started crying. He is ready. He is ready for the big screen. Because baby, them tears started rolling. And I was like, you better do it. We about 1 second from him to start mumbling again. Okay? He was finna start mumbling in a minute. So Darla come out there, you know, they all shocked about what's going on. She got her Black Moms Matter t-shirt on. And you know, she talking about they need to go home. So he's like, well, let's stay here. I personally agree with him. Like, why do we got to rush back home? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to do this. And she's like, well, you know, I want to hold my son. And, you know, I want to, he don't know anything that's going on. Vi and him haven't told him about anything or whatever. So they were like, you know, should we go home? They kind of go back and forth about it. Ralph Angel wants to stay. They only had 2 more days left. I personally would have stayed. I'm just going to be honest with you. I thought that Ralph Angel was right. You're going to have to go back to all this death and everything that's depressing. Hell, no money, no jobs, no nothing. Okay. And here you go. Run back to it. Can we just take these 2 days? So they decide to go back, and when they get to the gas station, you know, some angry ass white man get out the car, which I thought was kind of like, it was kind of wonky when he was like, you know, what if I walked around with a shirt on that said White Lives Matter? How would you feel about that? And she was like, I would feel like it was redundant. And basically, Ralph Angel didn't say too much, but get your ass back in the car if I knock the shit out your ass. Basically, what he was saying. Okay, like, I hear you talking, sir, but you ain't ready. You don't want this smoke. He literally said that you don't want this smoke. Okay, you don't want to catch these hands, my nigga. Get your ass in the car or you get bopped upside your head. So the white man just got in the car because he didn't want no smoke. He didn't want no actual smoke, or he didn't have his hood with him and his other, KKK members. Because they was in Mississippi. I'm telling y'all, they was in Alabama or they was in Mississippi. You can't tell me no different. So they get back in the car and they go tell to Blue. And so they talked to Blue about the whole situation. Blue kind of knows what's going on because he said he been hearing Black Lives Matter and don't all lives matter, and they have to break it down for him. And this nigga said, well, my teacher told me there's no such thing as bad people. I said, your teacher told you a whole lot. Don't be lying on your teacher, okay? Because we didn't say that. we didn't say that. Because some of y'all in the classroom don't even know how to act, much less in the world. Child by, we didn't say that. But Blue said his teacher told him it wasn't no bad people. And Ralph Angel says he wish he could tell him that there was no bad people, but it's bad people in the world, and he's not always going to be there to make people treat him the right way. And so then they have to break down to him, if you get pulled over by the police officers, it's very important not to run. They had to have that conversation. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a boy, so I have thought about that. You know what I mean? Like, I know that if I would have had a girl, the good sense that God gives me tell me that, and being a Black woman myself tells me that it's not like it's easier being a Black woman, but it's like, it's a target on your back when you're a Black man, and that's a lot to deal with. So when I found out I was having a boy, I'm like, wow, I'm having a Black man, I'm gonna have to have that talk with my son one day, and tell him how to handle himself in the police, and tell him about the fact that there's people who won't like you for any reason other than your skin color. They will never even give you a chance to get to know you because of your skin color. So that's disheartening, to tell any child that. But the world that we live in today, people are so exposed. And I can tell y'all from being an educator, we are so exposed out here in this world. The kids see so much. You cannot hide stuff from them. You can't hide the sex talk. You can't hide the racism talk. You cannot hide the LGBTQIA talk. You can't hide those talks because they're going to find out about it. So it's better for you to have an open line of communication, in my opinion, than to just act like things don't exist, But yeah, I have definitely thought about that. I definitely thought about the fact that I'm having a Black man that's going to be coming into this world and the things that Black man is going to have to deal with. Like I said, not taking away from our struggles, because Sandra Bland's name is on that list. She called out the lady who got, what's her name, who got shot in her house, minding her business. That lady, like, it's hard for us too. But like I said, being a Black man, it's like men, egos, it's like a target on their back. It's like, ooh. That's just hard to think about. I try not to think about stuff like that because it's so far in the future, but it has crossed my mind. Auntie Didi says, yep, unfortunately, we all have that conversation with our young Black men. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, so this is why, I know I've said this before in my videos, but I love old people. I love older women. Not elderly, but I love elderly people too. But I'm trying to say, if you in your 50s, you're not elderly to me, but like, I love 50-year-old plus people because they're so wise and they're so willing to help you and give you information and tell you about the ways of the world and life. And I feel like that's what I'm going to be leaning to, because hell, with my son, a teenager, I'm gonna be in my 50s. So I'll be leaning to people that's my age or older than me who have kids that are already grown. You know what I'm saying? They have so much, wisdom. So, and that's how the episode went off. So, like I said, there was nothing that happened in the episode that moved the plot along forward, but we did get to stop and reflect about what happened. And sort of made it a little bit more palatable, I would say, for people who are not Black who watch this show. Because it humanized us, which I think that is not always seen with Black people. You know, they either show us as very angry, we fight the power, da da da, or you know, it's the opposite spectrum. We're crying, we're sad, but they don't ever show it just like as a human. Like, how does this affect us as a human? People love to generalize and put us all in this one box together, but we are individuals, and this affects our lives. It's traumatic. You know, a lot of people need therapy because we saw so many people get killed for no reason. You know, they just had this one man. I went on Twitter yesterday and they was talking about the man in Colorado, and you have everything is politicized. You know, so you have the people on the right saying that, aha, y'all thought he was a white man, but he's not white, or whatever the case may be. My issue is not that he's not white. My issue is that the fact that he was mentally ill and he was able to get a gun and kill people. You know, that was my issue. I wouldn't really care what he was, what his religion was. It doesn't matter. But like I said, dealing with that kind of stuff all the time. And like I said, they didn't even delve into politics other than them mentioning, you know, Trump 2020 signs and Nova and Calvin, being in an being in an interracial relationship, and really thinking about your pro Blackness and how that is a juxtaposition. Can you be pro-Black and be in an interracial relationship? How are they going to cope with that? How are they going to deal with that? Dealing with the loss of family members in this pandemic and not being able to have a proper funeral for that person. That is a lot. And that is stuff that we are dealing with right now. Somebody we just knew from the church died, and they had a funeral for that person. But if we had not been in this pandemic, like the man said at the funeral, this joint would have been rocking, okay? We would have been full. That place would have been full. But you can't have the proper home going for people that you want to have. My uncle passed away during this pandemic, and it took me out. He was one of my close uncles. We could have like 50 people, I think they allowed us to have, but I sang at the funeral, and it was just sad that all the people that really wanted to come couldn't come. So it just was a lot. Y'all, 2020 was rough, and 2021 is starting off a little bit better, but it's getting crazy, okay? Like, it's starting to get a little crazy too. Hopefully, some of this stuff will subside or whatever. So that's all I really have to say about this episode. Let's see what y'all got to say. Yeah, like the video, y'all. Like the video. You're here, like the video. The more likes I get, the more I go up in the algorithm, and the more I'll get exposed to some new people. You know, they'll get to see me. And and subscribe. I have 2,290 subscribers or something like that. I think I'm gonna try to get to 3,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So I'm gonna start picking up some more shows, y'all, and just coming on here with random reviews. To try to pick up some more subscribers and get this channel going. I used to have so many shows, but TV is like dry land today. Maybe a reality show. I don't really do reality shows, but maybe I'll pick up one. So let's see. Lady Longnail says, I don't know how long Nova's going to be sleeping next to Calvin without thinking about killing him. Absolutely thought about knocking him over the head with a skillet. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Okay. Blessed and grateful. Calvin needs to sleep in the guest room for a few weeks. I'm saying, because you saw how he gave her that cup. He was like, I mean, here you go. You thirsty? You thirsty? Oh, okay. All right. I'm just going to sit down. I'm going to go watch the movie. I ain't going to say shit. Okay. Calvin is scared. When my son was young, Auntie Didi says, when my son was young, I always said, don't judge people by what they look like, but then you have to have the talk. It's crazy. Yeah. Like, you tell people that, and you know, you sincerely mean it. And it's always, I don't know about y'all, but whenever I've experienced like racism or being like discredited because of your race, it's always shocking to me, because you be like, I'm me. You know what I mean? Like, I have the skills. I'm me. Like, what you mean? You're not even going. It's always like surprising for some reason. Yeah, Breonna Taylor. And what's the other girl? Yeah, Breonna Taylor and the other girl, Tasia. You know, the one who was just in the house and the door was open and they just shot her through the window or something. Like, she called her name too. She called several names. IBE says, I still don't trust Courtney. Y'all, we gonna give Courtney a break, okay? Maybe she put some garlic powder and some Italian seasoning on that chicken parmesan. My God, Tatiana, that was her name, Tatiana Jefferson. That was sad to me. Baby, that was sad. Between her, Elijah McClain, I mean, Sandra Bland, we live in Houston. Sandra Bland happened 45 minutes away from here in Waller, Texas. I personally know some people who were sitting outside of the sheriff's office for like a year. If you go to the Black Museum and to the African American Museum in DC, they have a picture there of those people sitting outside of the Waller County Jail. They sat there for almost a whole year trying to get some answers, and we still really don't have any answers about that. All right, so let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Do y'all be watching Love and Marriage Huntsville? Baby, when I tell you, it is probably one of the best shows on TV, reality TV shows that I've seen in a while, because the drama is not manufactured. The drama is real. That's why it's so good. Okay, so how y'all feel about Martell and Melody? Melody gives me, she gives me performative a lot. Okay, like she's kind of performative. Well, talking about Jimmy B. Nope, that Becky was wrong. That Becky won't want to be was out of pocket for that. Nova gonna need to sleep with one eye open or kick Calvin and his daughter to the curb. You right about that. Martell and Tisha and Wanda J. Blige is the whole mess, baby. Martell, Melody. Martell is living in a state of false reality. I feel like I'm almost scared for him, because you can tell he's trying so hard to make Melody look bad. Now, I don't actually love Melody I don't hate her. I think her character let me start over. Melody is not my favorite person, but in this situation, she's 100% right. Okay. Like, he is 100% out of pocket. Martell is pure trash. Exactly, Auntie Dee. He's trash. And the campaign that he's going on to try to like tarnish her name or whatever the case may be, is just, we're looking at you, sir, like, sir, get yourself together. I'm almost scared for Martell that when this divorce is over and when he can't bait her into arguments no more and all the things that he does, he might do something to himself. He gonna need some therapy, because he really do not want to accept what he did. Y'all, the way he, like, immediately when somebody say he does something, the first thing he says, well, they did it too. It's like dealing with a kindergartner. Like, what is wrong with Martell? He's crazy. I don't understand. Okay, baby, I just be looking like, what the hell is he talking about? Okay, Lady Longnail says, I was beat by a white male cop in public under surveillance and was told that I didn't have enough physical damage to take the case on. Wow, I've been over this nonsense in this country. I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's horrible. I went to jail one time, y'all, but and they ain't had to take me to jail. It was for like a ticket, but they was like searching me and doing all type of shit. I was like, this is unnecessary. I said, sir, I'm a regular human. I'm a regular person. I have a job. Y'all didn't take me to jail. You ain't gotta take me to jail. It was terrible. The police just like to mess with you. I don't know. It's like they ain't got nothing else to do. It's sad to me. It really is. It's sad. Yeah, these virtual weddings and funerals are not it. It's depressing. Yeah, it is. It really is. Martell is delusional. Martell is petty. Absolutely. And I did hear that too, that the divorce was finalized. And I'm glad for her. Okay, I'm glad for her. So I feel like, and the way he got on that live and was talking about the brother hit them and like you bringing the children into the bullshit, like really, sir, like you are a trifling human being. And I feel like when he's sitting in the dark today, if their divorce is final, that he's really going to be depressed because he ain't got no money. His world is about to crumble, okay? His world about to crumble. Now, as far as Melody, I like Melody for the most part. I think she's a cool person. Like I said, she comes off a bit performative sometimes. Like when she was talking to the kids, you are a king. I want you to know that you are a young king. Now, don't get me wrong. It's good to affirm your kids. But like the way she was doing is like, I'm doing this because I'm on camera, okay? And I want you to know this because the cameras are looking at me. And why do Melody be wearing them clothes like she going to the club everywhere? She goes to the club everywhere. You be having Mary J. Blige boots on, a Tyler Perry wig, and like sequins and shit, like to go drink tea in the afternoon. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. And as far as her and Tisha go, I feel like Tisha is delusional. And I feel like Melody is, she want to be on some I'm positive stuff, but you don't want to admit that, you know, y'all was going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was going back and forth. Y'all was going back and forth. So she said something about you. So you said something about her. Just put it out there, because at the end of the day, like we already talked about, 2020 was a hot ass mess. So the least y'all could do is say, okay, girl, I did put out that your husband was having an affair with this person or whatever, whether it was true or not or whatever. Because when her and Martell was getting back together and it was us against the world type shit, they was going back and forth. Like, girl, just admit it. Okay, don't keep saying, well, I know more about your life than you know. If you ain't gonna say what it is, just don't say nothing. You know what I mean? So that's the part I be look side-eye Melody, like, girl, okay. You know what I'm saying? But I do like the fact that she is a hustler. I do like the fact that her name was all up and through them businesses, so he couldn't take nothing from her. I do like it. Exactly, Monique. They both was petty. Just say we both was being petty. And just let the shit go. You know what I mean? Like, but Tisha is delusional. She won't never admit she wrong. And her damn mama could go to hell. Okay? Wanda can kiss my black ass. Wanda is a hot mess. This the way I am, and I ain't gonna change. And I believe that's why her daughter is the way she is, because she probably go to her mama house and they talk shit together. And you know, then her mom is her mouthpiece. So Tisha is in La La Land. And so I think that because they both are the way they are, her and Melody, I don't think they're going to be friends anymore. Because it ain't nothing wrong with saying I was being petty, girl. I ain't going to lie. You was saying shit about my husband. You was trying to be shady because Tisha was throwing shots and that stuff like that. Like, she was happy her marriage was crumbling and shit. You know, so I was being petty. So I was like, bitch, I'm putting it out there. Your husband cheated on you too, girl. He got 20 girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? So just say it is what it is and let it go. But that takes maturity, and I don't think either one of these ladies is ready for that. So Courtney tried to talk about the season, and she sure did, Sharon. She sure did. That's why I was like, girl, that's yet to be seen. You talking about you season your food, but what this? You know, white people, they'll salt bay your shit in a minute, okay? little salt, little pepper, and call that seasoning. You tried us. Tisha need to keep her good eye on Marceau. Makes my skin itch. Like, I like the way that he get her together. Do you watch Love and Marriage Huntsville? It's so good. I like the way that he gets her together because he the only person who can talk to her in a tone that's like, girl, what the fuck you talking about? Like, you crazy. You start arguments with people. Cut the shit. You know what I mean? But he just get on my nerves. Like, he a funny asshole. Put it like that. So, oh, that's good. That's a lot of light. Yeah, so I do like Marceau for that, but I did see that, Monique. I did see him flirting with Melody in the last episode. He certainly was. I saw that talking about you ain't gonna have you put the buttons, close your shirt up. You ain't gonna be enticing me, sir. He's a nerd though. He be trying to be funny, but it's not funny. Like, it ain't funny. Because he was doing the same thing to Wano. I see you walk away with your tight pants, so you got your leopard pants on. What he told us, you walk away with the tight pants on. Marceau is the best. I don't like him because although Tisha gets on my nerves, goddamn nerves, I mean, she grates my nerves to the white meat, honey. If I had to choose between the two, I definitely would pick. I wouldn't pick neither one of them. I'd probably pick Kimmy. But I do think Marceau is trying to keep her locked up in the house because he don't want her up in his business in the streets. And so that's why he wants to keep her at home. And I feel like it's Neanderthal. I do agree with Tisha when she was like, well, hell, what if something happened to you? You know, like, what if you get hurt? What if you can't work no more? And I ain't got no damn job. How we gonna make money? How we gonna live, you know? So I feel her on that one. And really, what if he leave you, bitch? Because if he cheating on you, he might leave you one day. So she need to have some skills and she need to pursue her business or whatever she's trying to do. And he need to fall back. Like, sir, you doing the most. So you trying to have this lady barefoot and pregnant so you can be a hoe in the streets. We know what time it is. And as far as Kimmy goes, I like Kimmy. I think she's probably the most level-headed character out of all these people. But sometimes she do give, you know, like, oh, I did that. I do. Oh, that happened. Oh, like Kimmy, girl. Now, I did feel like that Tisha was trying to back her in the corner, like we was in high school, like we can't be friends with Melody. You my family. I want to say, girl, you my sister-in-law. Your mama is not my family. Okay, that's your family, girl. I felt her on the whole Wanda situation because Wanda was out of damn line. But Martell played a part in that mess too. Because Martell, you the one who went out there and got it popping. Like, they all ignorant, child. That's why I love the show, because, baby, they ignorant as hell. And that brother, when that brother was like, I beat your ass when they was at the costume party. That shit was funny to me. Because ain't nobody gonna bust a grape on this show. Period. Ain't nobody busting no grape. When Marcel told Mel he agreed with her in regards to Mel and Tisha's issues, not cool. Exactly. That's your husband. Although Tisha get on my nerves, that's your husband. He's not supposed to do that. He's supposed to be with you. He's supposed to be your team. He could have said, I see your point of view, but X, Y, and Z with my wife. And then at the end, when they started having a kind of little argument, he was like, well, I mean, you did try to mess up the marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, Martell, you can't ride the fence. Nah, like I said, you could have just said both of y'all was being petty. Let's just be real. Both of y'all was being petty, and I don't see why it's two grown women. You can't just let it go, but they not going to be able to do that. When Wanda keep bringing up Marceau cheating, Tisha don't have no problem, but when Melody does it, it's the problem. I don't understand Tisha. Exactly. Because if I was Tisha, I'd have said, if you know something, you need to go ahead and tell me. If not, you need to close your mouth. Don't worry about it. But Wanda, because I'm telling y'all, Tisha go talks to Wanda. She tells her that she thinks Marceau is cheating, and then Wanda brings it up. That's all that is. Because Tisha be letting Marceau punk her. And that's that on that. Okay. She let Marceau punk her, so she can't say it to him, but Wanda say it to him or whatever. And when she brought up that whole thing about him going out of town when they went on a camping trip and he was riding with another woman, I think he was riding with another woman. Like, girl, shut up. That's all I want to tell Wanda. Girl, shut up. Girl, shut up. I'll have me be like, Marceau is corny as hell. Like, he's corny. Corny. Who is giving him some other than Tisha? Both of them say event. Both of them got need a speech therapist. Quiet as it's kept, okay? I said, I see why y'all got together. Okay, both of y'all got a speech impediment. He corny as hell. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Their whole family just get on my nerves. Okay, because like I said, Tisha is delusional as hell. So yeah, so like I said, between Derrick Jackson, Kirk Franklin, y'all got y'all Stimmy, your Stimmy, Moneybag Joe, Love and Marriage Huntsville, and y'all heard Melody's song. Do you like it? I gave you 5 years to cut her off, and I guess when it's something too long. I don't know the rest of it, y'all. That's all I know. Somebody in the comments said 5 years. Not 5 years. She said she number 4 on iTunes. Is it iTunes? Not Apple Music, excuse me. Apple Music. So y'all check that out. But my biggest disappointment I missed the comment because I think that was who that was. Marty said them wigs. Them wigs that Melody be having on. First of all, that braid wig, she need to throw that in the trash. Immediately. Okay. That wig with them braids, y'all. When she was talking last week, the back of the wig was coming up like this. And like you could see the back of her head. And I was like, girl, burn it, bitch. Burn it. Burn that wig with them damn braids. She looking like Shamar Moore by the head. Okay. That other wig with them curls, like it's giving me shake and go. You know what I'm saying? It's giving me Beverly Johnson, the Beverly Johnson wig, shake and go. Who do her wigs? It's not cute. Melody is so little, she just need to keep her short hair. Like I like the short hair. She looks so pretty with the short hair. But baby, them shake and go wigs and them Beverly Johnson 1B36 wig she be having on is just not the T. And them sequins and thigh high boots. When she went to go talk to Martell on the last episode in the people's house, I was like, girl, y'all sitting on the back patio, finna drink lemonade and shit. And you got on thigh boots in a titty top. Where you going? I was like, where you going? I love Mel, but that wasn't it. She need a stylist, a better one. Very much so. My boyfriend was cute. Don't treat him bad. He going out of town. I dropped him off at the airport earlier, so you know he'll call me and be like, I'm at such and such place. I checked in or whatever. And so I came to my friend Chris' house. I did not go home. So he was like, try to make sure you made it home. I ain't home yet, though. I was trying to miss some traffic. So that's that on that, y'all. So Love and Marriage Huntsville been giving me everything I need, everything I need, everything I want, honey. Between the pin curls, the Tyler Perry wigs, and the thigh boots, I'm 100% here for it. Shein do be popping, but see, I tried to order some clothes from Shein, some maternity clothes, and the circle kept going like this. It was like this. For about 5 minutes, I gave up. I said, well, Shein, I guess you don't want my money today. You don't want it. So speaking of the pregnancy, I am 20 weeks pregnant, 20 weeks and 4 days, something like that, pregnant. So I'm like in my 5th month. I got a belly. I saw some video of the baby. Let me see if I can show y'all. I took a sonogram the other day and she let me record a little bit of the baby. So let me show y'all. Let me see. You see him on there? He gonna throw up the peace sign. There you go. You see him moving around up in that thing? That's just his heart beating and stuff. Then she's gonna give me one more good picture. There you go. There he is. Yep, but that's him, y'all. Still don't have a name yet. But I'm so excited. I'm already in love. I'm in love already. So yeah, that's that with that. And they started building my house. I put a picture up last year on the community wall. I haven't been out there since, but the weather been kind of like cloudy, rainy. So I don't know if they put down the foundation yet, but I definitely will be visiting later on this week to see if they have put down the foundation for my house and they building it. It's all happening. It's happening. It's all happening, y'all. I'm so excited. So yeah, I'm over here just spreading, y'all see the cheeks and just getting big and just being happy, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it right now. I had a fun time with you guys. So you know, we had a traumatizing 2020, but we here in 2021 and things are looking up. And if it's up, then it's what? It's stuck. Hey, okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all next week. All right, next week, same time, same place. Tell your cousins, tell your auntie. Don't forget to like the video, and I will holler at y'all next week. All right.
Bye.
Bye.